Welcome back, my fellow music lovers and listeners. Welcome back to Multifaceted Media Entertainment. And today we got a brand new video for you guys. Now, welcome to another episode of my weekly track recap. And this is where I go over all the tracks that I heard that came out in the past week. And I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on every single one of them. And at the end, I'm going to choose which is my favorite track of the releases that came out in the past week. So without further ado, you know how we do. Let's get into the video. Alright, so first off, we have this new track by Meek Mill called Sharing Location, and he features The Voice and The Hero, Lil Durk and Lil Baby. And this song was an absolute banger, relentless flow from all three of them. Love the beat, love the sample in the instrumental as well. There were a few moments that they kinda detracted from the hard-hitting flow that they had going on, and then kinda started this melodic, auto-tune filled singing throughout the chorus and some parts of the verses, and that was basically my least favorite part of the track. Still a banger nonetheless though, still hard-hitting, and still a pretty good track overall. Alright, so next up we have this new track by Babyface, Big Sean, produced by HitBoy. It's called Ain't My Fault.
It ain't my fault I got the glow and I can't get it off me. It ain't my fault these niggas ain't solid and they moving faulty.
And to be honest, it's kind of bland, especially on the production side of things, which I did not expect considering the amount of incredible beats and production choices that HitBoy has been making over the past 2 years maybe. From his work on Big Sean's last album to Nas's last two albums. I was expecting this one to be good, at least on the production side of things, but unfortunately that's not the case. And Big Sean and Babyface do, come through with your typical content on this one as well. So yeah, nothing to write home about in my opinion. Alright, so next up we have Dreams Unfold by Joyner featuring Lil Tjay, and this one came out last week with a controversial music video along with it.
I'm way too lit up in that hole. Hustle hard, I get that dough. They won't work, come get that smoke.
So much so that it actually got removed from YouTube. But as it relates to the music side of things, it is absolutely nothing special. The beat is bland, some bland guitar riffs throughout the instrumental. Joyner Lucas's flow was nothing that we've never heard from him before, and as it relates to Lil Tjay's verse, it was so filled with autotune that it was literally unintelligible at some points. I honestly couldn't hear some of the things he was saying. But yeah, I guess Joyner Lucas putting out mediocre music is just par for the course these days, which is unfortunate. Alright, so next up we have this new track by Kash featuring Wale, Bellinger. And first off, I gotta say, Eric sounds so much like Chris Brown on this track that it's not even funny. I can't recall ever hearing any of his music before, but man, he sounds almost indiscernible from Chris Brown, to be honest.
Ain't gonna be no fucking around. Don't get caught up in your feelings, 'cause if you fall in love, that's on you.
Regardless though, I think the track is fine. I liked Eric's contribution despite him sounding so much like Chris Brown. I actually think that he delivered a pretty strong chorus in my opinion, and Kash and Wale delivered some pretty decent verses in my opinion also. The beat is kinda bland with some boring hi-hats though, but yeah, not a bad track. Alright, so next up we have this brand new track by Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar. It's called Family Ties, which is an appropriate title for all three of you who didn't already know that Baby Keem is Kendrick Lamar's cousin. And I just want to preface this by saying I've never actually gotten into Baby Keem's music. I just kind of found it boring, to be honest. But I gotta admit, this track is a banger. I love the constant beat switches throughout the track. I loved Baby Keem's high energy vocals. I loved the vocal inflection changes that Kendrick did throughout his verse, obviously played for comedy. And all those elements just seem to keep the track entertaining and engaging. No time to get bored of what's going on at all. Kendrick did kind of trail off beat towards the back end of his verse ever so slightly, but that's just a minor nitpick, nothing to really complain about here. Overall, pretty enjoyable track. I love this one. Alright, so next up we have Butter Remix by BTS featuring Megan the Megan Thee Stallion. Don't kill me, it's just a damn joke. That is what stallion means anyway, but as it relates to her contributions to the track, I do think that she did pretty well.
So smooth like the car I ride, even your best party planner couldn't catch this vibe.
Do I feel like this is what the track was missing all along? Do I feel like she saved the track? No, but she doesn't ruin it either. So, yeah. But yeah, if you're a fan of BTS, I don't think this is gonna ruin the track for you. And if you're a fan of Meg, I think you're gonna like it. Alright, so next up we have this new track, Selena Gomez, Camilo, and it's called 999. And first of all, I do think that Selena and Camilo do share some nice vocal chemistry throughout the track. I do think that the instrumental is kind of bland though, even for this Latin influenced style of music. Can't really speak too much on the lyrics of the song because I'm not fluent in Espanol, but sonically it's not too bad. And next up we have this new track by Grip featuring Eminem, and he recently signed to Shady Records, and this new track is called Walk Through.
I can walk you through the depths of hell when vex rejects elect the cell. Keep text to protect your tail. No respect to mail.
And this track slaps. Grip comes through with some nice internal rhyme schemes, a pretty good hook in my opinion as well, a great beat, and Eminem comes in on the track and brings it up a notch further with some even more complex rhyme schemes, some great bars all over the track as well. But this was more focused on showcasing technical proficiency than actual bars, but it still had bars sprinkled throughout. But yeah, I enjoyed this track quite a bit. Grip has an album out too called I Died For This, so yeah, I'd recommend checking that one out. The Gorillaz are back with a new 3-track EP called Meanwhile.
I love carnival bears. You don't feel the same. That's cool, don't get in my way.
And it features songs like Jimmy Jimmy featuring AJ Tracy. We got Meanwhile featuring Jelani Blackman and Jamaica's own Barrington Levy, legendary artist there. And we also have Deja Vu featuring Alicia Harley, and to be honest, that's my least favorite track out of the 3. Didn't enjoy that one quite as much as the other 2. The instrumental is reggae influenced but not particularly outstanding in my opinion, and I wasn't really that much of a fan of the verses, but the other 2 tracks I loved them. Great instrumentals, great verses, great performances by all of the artists featured. But yeah, would still definitely recommend checking out that EP, and maybe you'll love that one song more than I did. Alright, next up we have this new track by Popcaan featuring Beres Hammond, and it's called A Mother's Love.
Mama, I'll give you whatever you need.
And this track has a great message behind it, as you can tell by the title. Awesome vocal performance by Beres Hammond as always, bringing his somewhat raspy vocals to the table, which I always enjoy. Him and Popcaan do share some good chemistry throughout the track as well, so yeah, I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Alright, so lastly I want to talk about this new track by the Homies featuring Jack Harlow, and it's called White Lies. And to be honest, I have no idea who any of these dudes are except for obviously Jack Harlow.
I've been stacking up white lies. I got bad bitches in they bite size. Gaslight till she see the price.
But yeah, this is just kind of your typical trap track. Kind of seemed a little bit underproduced in my opinion, but yeah, just your typical trap song in my opinion also. Some funny bars here and there though, but yeah, that's about it. But yeah guys, I guess that does it for my weekly track recap. Favorite track has to be the Grip featuring Eminem. It was a technical marvel. Love that track from start to finish, so yeah, that's why it's my favorite track of this week. But Once again, were there any noteworthy tracks that I missed that came out over the past week? Please let me know in the comment section below. Also, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more content coming like this in the future. Also, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video drops on the channel. Once again, this has been Multifaceted Media, and I'm signing out.